Greetings. I'm Lenora Saste from My Talk Before. I love metacognition. I'm going to go over another strategy to help students to really get it. It's called rereading, to reread something that they really didn't get. I often say that students learn to read in the lower grades, pre-K, K1 and 2, and in the upper grades, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they read to learn. So learning to read is your phonics, is your being able to sound out letters and words, being able to decode a word. Now, when I taught third grade for many years, most of my career I was a third grade teacher, and students were getting prepared for the reading test. So they had to really know how to understand what they were reading. They had to read to learn. And so using the metacognitive skills helped them to really get it. So if sometimes you're reading a text and they don't get it, a simple strategy is to reread the text until you get it, right? You reread the text until you understand what is, and if you don't understand, the other strategy is what? Ask questions. That is another metacognitive strategy. You can, if you're reading alone, you may ask questions to yourself. Well, why did Fern come running in the house yelling and screaming, right? About Wilbur. I'm still stuck on Charlotte's Web. Because he was a runt, right? And if you're reading with a partner, you can stop, and if you're not sure, you can ask your partner to answer any questions that you may have about the reading. Of course, if you're reading in your classroom with your teacher, students were able to take notes, especially when I was doing a read aloud, if they had any questions, to ask me while I was reading. So two strategies, two new metacognitive strategies: to reread for understanding and to ask questions for understanding. So have your students really begin to understand what are the strategies that we use in order to become good readers. I ask my students, why did you come to school? And of course they would say things like, to learn, to get my education. And I had to tell them, when I asked you that question, the answer is to read better so that I can have more choices in life. So when I would ask them, why do you come to school? They would say, to read better so that I can have more choices in life. And so using your metacognition helps you to read better and to become a better reader so that you can have more choices in life. I'm Lenora Saste. I love metacognition. I hope that you will like and subscribe to my channel and come back soon, because I'll be doing another video shortly on another skill about metacognition. Thank you.